Benefits such as bigger and faster muscle growth, the use of steroids skyrocketed very, very fast, and today steroid use is at an all-time high. In today's modern world, homosexuals now use steroids to enhance their physiques to fit in to the societies that we live in as well. Well, we're joined by Shaun McMinnie, a personal trainer who also does boxercise and trains with boxing as well. Shaun, it's good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Pleasure being on the show.
Yeah, you know, there's so much hype at the moment. Well, I suppose not at the moment. It's always been around when we talk about the use of steroids. How prevalent is it?
You know what I think? I think we put under a lot of pressure by society nowadays, as in certain image you have to uphold or maintain to fit in and to look the part and be the part. So a lot of people are you know, we're programmed by that. We're programmed by the advertising, by all of that, of how we're supposed to look. I think, so that plays a big role, actually, in how huge steroids have become, because people are actually looking for the quickest fix out.
Yes.
You know, they want to inject...
Be bigger, better and faster, quicker.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the problem is it's not sustainable. I mean, you know, God forbid you have a car accident and, you know, you've reached your goals. Now you can't train for 2 months.
Yeah.
And it all disintegrates and turns into fat and this and that and you know, so...
It's not a quick fix.
No.
But how, you know, we talk about the fact of steroids. Is it very, very easily accessible? I mean, I know that you work in a gym and you're surrounded by this all the time. Is it easily accessible? Is it sort of like almost like a common thing that everybody's using it these days?
You know what? I wouldn't go as far as to say it's a common thing that everybody's using. I will tell you that it is easily accessible, as is any other drug out there.
Yeah.
You know, there is a market for it, and it's just a matter of knowing the right people and being connected with the right people. You can pretty much get your hands on whatever it is you're looking for.
And that's a bit worrying because, you know, that's especially amongst the youth and where they just want to train and get these big bodies and big physiques and you know, everyone else is doing it, so why don't I? Because it's just an easy thing. But I'm not sure if people understand the dangers of steroids.
This is the thing.
Let's talk about some of them.
You know, Leanne, there's so many. And to start off with, an enlarged heart,
Yeah.
Increase in blood pressure, which lead to a heart attack, heart failure, acne, oily scalp, yellowing of the skin, rage, outbursts. You know, I'll tell you what, a steroid works well on its own. Steroid works best in conjunction with another steroid. So and I mean the term they use for that is called stacking. So once these people start to stack steroids now, your body is taking in so many different types of chemicals. It's just such a huge imbalance, and your hormones are raging, and the testosterone levels are raging, and outbursts, bad temper, those kind of things are also all
side effects.
Yeah, all side effects.
Just and like you say,
liver failure, sorry.
Liver failure as well.
Kidney failure.
Yeah. Once you stop using these steroids, do you just notice that you were like this, and then suddenly you start?
You know what? You will see a decrease in your gains once you stop. However, should you maintain the diet that you were on when you were using, and your training regime, you will maintain a certain percentage. You will lose some from coming off, but this is the problem now. You get so addicted to the strength increase that you feel and to the gains that you actually see, that you just, it's more and more and more, and it's a never-ending story, you know, until a fatality, because there has been deaths. And I mean, especially with youth. Youth are under a lot of pressure, and they're taking and using the substances, and it's actually gone haywire, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Well, that's my interpretation, is that I'm seeing far more, you know, of this happening, and too many tragic stories of so many young guys. And we talk about guys that are dying too young or suffering from illnesses that they never previously did. What about girls? I mean, is it also very, very prevalent within females? I'll
tell you, there is steroid use with females. You know, and females suffer a harsh, how could I say, impact from it as well, in terms of getting a deep voice,
Okay, just to get it out there, I just have a naturally deep voice. I promise I don't use steroids to get it.
Deep voice, hair growth in odd areas, under the chin, you know. But there's also lighter steroids for females as well. For example, there's a steroid by the name of Anavar, and a lot of women would use something like that. It's a much cleaner form. It's not as dirty as the rest, but a steroid nonetheless, and you'll find females on something in that line.
Yeah. So basically, Shaun, the only way to be fit and to do this is to go naturally.
You know what I tell my clients? Before we close any deals, before we do anything, before we even discuss training, I want them to lay it out for me how their eating habits go on at home.
Yeah.
And then I put them in the right direction. The only way is natural. If you think back to what a caveman used to look like, there were no steroids back in those days. There's nothing like that. Those guys were eating naturally ground food, you know. Food from the ground, livestock, eating healthy, eating clean. And it's the best way. Those gains that you get from just eating clean are sustainable. You can not train for a month, for 2 months.
Yeah.
You keep your gains. There's no need to really still work at it or maintain it.
Yeah.
They stay on you for life. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
People need to understand we're not dieting here. We're changing,
lifestyle.
and we are sticking to a lifestyle.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a diet.
Yeah, it's the truth. It's
Mindset.
The truth. It is a mindset.
Yeah.
So you, obviously boxing, I mean, that's probably one of the most intense training. I remember I used to do boxercise, and I've never, ever had more respect for boxers than I have after going through one class, because it is intense training.
Extremely.
That's amazing.
You know what? I never got to the professional level. However, it's still a goal of mine that I'm
You'll get there one
dying
day.
to achieve.
Yeah.
I have fought as an amateur, and the training just going into amateur boxing alone is on another level.
Yeah.
So it is high intensity, big time, but a lot of my clients come and see me for boxercise and boxing specifically. And they've never seen such results or felt as good.
Yeah,
It releases such
back.
endorphins.
Yeah.
You know, you feel you're on a natural buzz when you're done. Yeah.
How do we get hold of you or follow you, Shaun? What is it sort of? Is there a way of contacting you if you
For
people
sure,
are interested?
yes. Well, you can find me at Planet Fitness Wonders.
Yeah.
However, I've got an Instagram account and a fitness page on Instagram that's open to the general public.
Great.
Under the name of Hard Knocks Fitness 88. That's Knocks with K-N-O-X.
Okay.
And that's daily motivation, training tips, eating healthy, just things to motivate that person reading or seeing the updates and things like that, and tips to help them in the gym.
Absolutely, you know? and not go that easy, quick fix way of using steroids.
No, easy come, easy go.
No, exactly.
There you
well
go.
put. All right, Shaun McMinnie, thank you very much for talking to us
My
here on
pleasure,
Morning Live.
thank you.
Shaun, personal trainer, also a boxercise coach and a boxing trainer as well, giving us his insight into the use and the abuse of steroids.